Good morning, Jefferson City. I'm Erin Trimp. This is the NT Daily for June 4th. We may have reached that point where everyone is asking themselves, are we just going to put that on the August ballot? So we're talking about the August ballot and more, and we are talking about the debate at City Hall over open seats and whether the mayor is a member of the City Council. I had no idea that that was up in the air, so we'll be talking about that. We may be talking about who else is talking about putting another sales tax before voters, and why Missouri's realtors just dropped a very specific pointed check. So over at City Hall on Monday, Jefferson City Council members seem to be in a bit of a governance identity crisis right now. The conversation at council meeting on Monday about the Ward 3 vacancy ended up in a weird place where they started talking about, is the mayor a part of council or not? The question came up as they're working through, again, how to replace Ward 3 Councilman Derek Thomas. The interim city attorney, Nathan Nicholas, has drafted an ordinance after they had the vacancy process earlier in the year. He drafted an ordinance to try to simplify how vacancies get filled. But council committee amended it to say the mayor could not nominate candidates for open seats. Council members point to the city charter, which says a vacancy in the council shall be filled by the council. Nicholas points to another part of the charter that says the mayor shall be president of the council and argues that means the mayor should at least be able to put names out for consideration. No final vote yet, but this is one of those processes where when there is a vacancy and everybody suddenly cares about what the charter has to say, it becomes quite important. So again, it doesn't sound like council has completely resolved the issue of how they will fill vacancies, but we will continue to keep you updated on the Ward 3 process and how they will fill Councilman Thomas's seat. So before we go further though, I want to give a quick thank you to our sponsor of the NT Daily, Hen House Fresh Foods here in Jefferson City on Southwest Boulevard. If you are in your it's too hot to turn on the oven era of summer, Hen House has you covered. They've got fresh pita bread on sale this week, which is one of my personal favorites. It is a shortcut food. You can turn it into mini pizzas, throw together quick wraps, or it could just be with hummus. On top of that, you'll find their usual mix of fresh meats, produce, and bakery items to get you through the week. You can check their specials on our social media and their social medias, but go see our friends at Hen House at 1904 Southwest Boulevard. All of their deals are good for this week at the Jefferson City location only. Sheriff John Wheeler is floating the idea of a second county-wide law enforcement sales tax to pay for jail operations and a 160-bed expansion. The current jail has 206 beds, but last year the county averaged 210 inmates and spent $425,000 housing people in other county jails because of overcrowding. The sheriff told county commissioners this week that he thinks the county needs to add 160 more beds and hire additional staff, and that a new sales tax would be the way to pay for it. Cole County voters have already passed a half-cent law enforcement sales tax back in 2007. That was reduced to 3/8-cent tax in 2023. Wheeler said there is not enough time to properly explain the new tax to voters before August or November, so if the commission moves forward with this proposal, it would likely go before voters on the April 2027 ballot instead. I guess it's a good thing he fed everyone at the annual barbecue, Sheriff's Barbecue, the other night, which we have coverage on newstribune.com. It might be tough to go to voters, though, because at the state level, the debate over the sales tax is just going to ramp up, which leads us into our next story. On the August statewide ballot, Amendment 5 is the governor's proposal to create a pathway for lawmakers to eventually eliminate Missouri's state income tax and replace that money with expanded or increased sales taxes. This week, the Missouri Association of Realtors jumped into the fight in a very precise way. They donated $1.9 million to the campaign opposing Amendment 5, exactly matching a $1.9 million check that a Delaware-based not-for-profit sent to the PAC supporting the amendment. And then the realtors added $1 extra on top of it. I have to say, I aspire to that level of bookkeeping where you can make your point with just a $1 difference. Those dueling donations mean this could be one of the most expensive ballot fights of the year in Missouri. And just to give a recap, if voters approve Amendment 5, lawmakers would have to set revenue triggers to gradually cut the top state income tax rate. And then they would have 5 years to expand or raise sales taxes to replace that money. Opponents, including the Association of Realtors, warn that this is the possibility to become an everything tax that shifts more of the cost of government onto everyday purchases and eventually would undermine constitutional protections on real estate transfer taxes and taxes on services. Supporters say that Amendment 5 is about phasing out the income tax and putting more money back in taxpayers' pockets and trying to make Missouri more competitive. The NT Daily is also made possible by our friends at South Bank in downtown Jefferson City. South Bank has a full June calendar. They have an Annie Sloan Chalk Paint 101 class, open paint days, a little light lamp workshop, and the Joy of Chalk Paint Masterclass. Plus, Jill will be volunteering, as she does every month, at the River City Habitat for Humanity Restore later this month to help folks spot furniture with potential makeover potential. You can check their social media for the full schedule, but there are lots of opportunities to learn something new and get creative and support our local habitat at the same time. And before we go any further, we're going to take a quick break in the NT Daily. We'll be right back.
We have a severe weather alert to report here. The storm is also bringing the threat of damaging winds and large hail.
Here's the thing. When storms bear down, we step up.
Ready to begin?
You bet.
Our teams are always ready to keep your power strong. Ameren.com/poweron.
Welcome back to the NT Daily. We have a couple of quick reminders before we go for today, but then we have an exciting interview about some shows that you can catch at the Little Theater of Jefferson City this weekend. We're excited to talk about that. First, if you are flying out of Columbia Regional Airport anytime soon, there are some new flight options, exciting. Some of them even go to beaches, which is even more exciting. But there's also new parking rules in effect this week. The News Tribune has a full rundown online, including how long-term parking at the airport is changing. So definitely check that out before heading out without your suitcase and realize that your usual parking spot at Columbia Regional is something else. Second, if you're a News Tribune subscriber and you've had trouble logging in lately, it is probably because you need to re-register your account. Because of system upgrades, we couldn't carry over the old login system, so subscribers need to create a new login tied to their existing subscription email. There is a step-by-step guide and video at newstribune.com. There's also a video on our YouTube channel where the NT Daily lives. You have until June 15th to get that done, but the News Tribune is also hosting some in-person help sessions on June 8th and June 10th, where staff can walk you through the re-registration process. You can come see us in person and answer questions and help you get back behind the paywall. So keep an eye on where those are going to be at newstribune.com and on our social media. And you can stop by and get some one-on-one help. And now we are welcoming a new guest to the NT Daily, and we're going to talk about some fun shows that you can catch this weekend. So stay with us.
Every 1970s disaster movie sets the best hits from the 70s aboard one very questionable casino cruise. It's Disaster, the musical, June 4th through 6th at Miller Performing Arts Center. Buy tickets at tltjc.org.
Welcome back to the NT Daily. I'm here with my good friend and a board member for the Little Theater in Jefferson City and social media savant, Amanda Riley. Thank you for joining the NT Daily.
Thank you for having me, Erin. I'm so excited to be here.
Awesome. I'm excited to have you here. The Little Theater is a Jefferson City mainstay.
I would say so. It is the oldest running community theater in Jefferson City. We've been here, over 50 plus 55 years. I think we're heading into our 58th season. Don't quote me. It's probably wrong.
That sounds right.
That sounds about right.
Oh, it's older than us. Okay, it's older than us. That's all that matters.
Yes, it tracks. It does.
Yeah.
And we are actually closing out our season for the 2026 season this weekend with a show that I'd really like to talk about today.
Yeah, so this might be one of the quirkiest, fun, unique shows I've seen you all do. So tell us a little bit about Disaster.
Disaster, the musical.
Which we're not talking about us being mom hot messes.
No,
we're talking about a musical,
we are
just to clarify.
Absolutely talking about a musical, and this musical is one that you really do need to go see.
Yes.
It is so much fun. It's very lighthearted, and I feel like even if you are someone that doesn't go to theater very often, or maybe are a little turned off by a musical, this is definitely the show you
This
need.
is your show.
This is your show.
This is the Blake Shrimp show of musical theater. Okay.
Yeah, I would say so. So just to set the scene of what Disaster the musical is, it is a disaster. So imagine 1979, a casino cruise ship docked outside
I'm in.
New York City.
Say
So
no more.
you've got disco, casino, and a ship that people have been waiting months and months to finally board and be passengers of. And then everything that could possibly go wrong that you could imagine in a 70s disaster movie. Think sharks, think earthquakes, hurricanes, inclement weather. I mean, all the things.
They throw all the things.
Piranhas, rats. I mean, just all of those things. But everyone still keeps singing and dancing and, going along with everything. And so you put all of that together, and then the cherry on top is the fact that there are more than 25 songs that people will recognize.
I was just going to say,
Yes.
70s, if you grew up with parents like we had that grew up in the 60s and 70s, you're going to recognize some of these songs, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
so we've got some late 70s, early 80s great hits that you would you're going to know them.
Is there Bee Gees? Is there any Bee Gees? Oh gosh.
Well, I don't want to give it away.
When I think of my
but
mom, I think the Bee Gees. So
yeah, I don't want to give too much away, but I will say that the show opens with a real fun one. Hot Stuff.
Okay.
I think everyone who's watching today can think of what Hot Stuff is. But what's really fun about it is it's not like they're performing, 5 minutes of a song. So if you're someone that doesn't necessarily like to sit through a whole musical, don't worry.
The Blake Shrimp version of the musical.
It moves very, very quickly from one scene to the next, from situation. And now the characters, I mean, if you can imagine,
these are some character profiles.
We've got some character profiles here. So
the nun with the gambling problem.
The nun with the gambling problem is
that's what piqued my interest.
She is
on a riverboat.
Absolutely iconic. She even sings Our Father throughout the musical, the one that was made popular.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Mrs. Collars used to sing that when we were
That's right.
Joe.
I remember this. Yes.
Yes. So
wow.
that's really taking it back. But yes, you have a nun with a gambling addiction.
Okay.
You have an older couple that's trying to ignite the flame and having a little fun.
Okay.
They're in matching shirts for the trip, which is great. You have a very strong feminist reporter who's trying to uncover issues with the boat. That's kind of the whole thing. And you even have somebody who is a disaster expert who happens to be on board, which comes in handy throughout this. Yeah. You've got too many characters really to name, and just so many funny situations.
If you want to get a little preview of the music, where could you go?
This is what I did when I found out that we were considering this for a musical. I just looked it up on Spotify, or you can look it on any streaming thing that you might use. But if you look it up on Spotify and you look at the original Broadway cast recording, I think it was recorded sometime in the mid 2010s, maybe 2015, 2016 when it came out. If you look at that cast recording, you will see just so many songs that you will recognize, from Hot Stuff to I Will Survive.
Oh, I love that.
Which is kind of, appropriate considering the disaster part.
I can see where that plays in.
Yes. So, just a lot of really fun personalities, people getting to be very extra on stage, great costumes. Shout out to the Little Theater's costume. I mean, the costume department, it is all volunteers.
Yeah.
So we're a nonprofit and a lot of volunteers.
Opening night?
Tonight.
Okay, opening night is tonight, Thursday.
Yep. Opening night is tonight, Thursday at 7:30 at Miller Performing Arts Center. The doors to the theater open at 7, but you can come a little bit earlier to buy tickets in person if you'd like. So we have Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night down at Miller Performing Arts Center, which is just down the street from here.
Yeah.
Just right down the street from here in
You can
Madison
go downtown,
Street.
you can have dinner downtown, drinks downtown.
Right.
Catch a show.
Catch a show.
There you go.
And you can even buy tickets online at tltjc.org, or you can find our social media. Come follow us. We like to have a lot of fun, catch some behind the scenes. And
I love this.
Yeah. So that is going to close out the season. We have a great season next season.
Yeah, new season
New
will
season
start.
starts in August.
Okay.
So go check out our social media
love that.
and see what we've got to offer.
Thank you
Thank
so much
you.
for coming. I love this. Okay, so
know.
Disaster is playing at the Little Theater in Jefferson City this weekend. It is not a bad mom's hot take on a musical. It is probably even better. Sounds like a mix between Titanic and Sister Act with a lot of 70s.
With some snakes on the plane, an
Snakes on the
airplane.
plane.
It's
there's
absolute chaos, and everyone will enjoy it.
so much to unpack. So we hope that you will catch our friends at Little Theater. Thank you, Amanda, for being here.
Thank you.
She's going to be back in August when they come out with their new season of shows.
Yes,
So,
I'll be back.
yeah. Thank you, and stay tuned because we have to close on the NT Daily. So stay tuned for our sports update.
St. Louis Carpenters Union has shaped our communities. Through trusted alliances, we deliver skilled professional craftspeople while our business partners provide the kind of quality jobs that keep our economy humming. It's a blueprint that has worked since 1882. Turning Missouri into a right-to-work state stalls progress, wipes out jobs, and kills momentum. Right to work is wrong for everyone. Let's keep Missouri moving forward. Visit carpdc.org to learn more.
Welcome back to the NT Daily for our wrap-up. We only have a few Mid-Missouri teams left in their state championship runs. Unfortunately, the St. Elizabeth Hornets fell in the Class 1 baseball championship earlier this week, and the Blair Oaks Falcons played in their first Final Four game last night. So you can catch all of those updates and coverage at newstribune.com from our sports room. The Capital City Lady Cavaliers soccer team plays their first game in the Final Four for Class 3 on Friday. So please check back in this weekend for updates on their Final Four run. That is the NT Daily for June 4th. If you need to reach out to us, ntdaily@newstribune.com, and we will see you next week. We hope you have a great week.